evening and welcome to the Stockton Turf Field for tonight's game between Stockton University and Moravian University. The NCAA and Stockton University promote good conduct by student athletes, coaches, staff, and spectators. Please cooperate by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner.
Is this a new speaker?
Does it sound better? Yeah. I don't think so.
Just you first. Just you. But ain't Ricky.
What are you asking? We nursed through some of the settings, maybe made it better. Who knows?
Now here are tonight's starting lineups. For Moravian, senior number 1, Elise Keeney. Junior number 2, Sarah Bietka. Sophomore number 4, Sydney Anderson. Senior number 5, Emily Wells. Senior number 8, Maddie Call. Junior number 9, Becca Kehoe. Junior number 10, Jenna Seagrave. Senior number 11, Mackenzie Jacobson. Junior number 17, Annalie Long. Junior number 24, Hannah Leo. And goal for the Greyhounds, senior number 62, Brooke Wilkinson. Moravian is coached by Sarah Dalrymple and assistant coach Jacqueline Hibbs. And now the starters for Stockton. Senior from Wildwood, number 1, Callie Green. Sophomore from Burlington, number 3, McKenna Lehenef. Sophomore from Voorhees, number 4, Amira Bilkrami. Junior from Mays Landing, number 5, Hannah McKenzie. Freshman from Burlington, number 10, Kirsten Bailey. Sophomore from Harleysville, Pennsylvania, number 11, Autumn Hunter. Junior from East Greenville, Pennsylvania, number 12, Jenna Fiorito. Senior from Swedesboro, number 16, Madison McGuire. Senior from Marlton, number 17, Isabella Sarasso. Senior from Mays Landing, number 26, Rianne Frere. And goal for the Ospreys, junior from Chemung, number 88, Kylie Mitchell. Stockton is coached by Sarah Elliman, assistant coaches Elizabeth Law and Candace Steinhauer. And now please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Talking about this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know Fiorito has been cool.
I feel like Hannah's a good start. Or she did last year. Yep, I got you. Yeah, this is the first one for Fiorito.
Okay.
She's the only one who's making her first start.
You can start.
Go home!
Hello, everyone, and welcome inside another edition of Stockton Sports. My name is Eric Bretz, here with you tonight for this matchup between the Stockton Ospreys and the Moravian Greyhounds. Stockton comes into this one on a 3-game win streak, while for Moravian it's a 2-game losing streak. They're looking to turn that around today. Stockton also comes in with a 4-2 record after beating Elizabethtown College on Saturday with a score of 4-2. McGuire had a goal in that one. Fiorito also did, along with Rafferty, and Palumbo added in a goal and an assist in that. For Moravian, they come in 2-4, losing to Swarthmore College on Saturday 2-0. Brooke Williamson, their goaltender, with 11 saves in that one. Played a good game. And we're underway here in South Jersey. For the Ospreys tonight, number 12, Jenna Fiorito, getting her first start of the year. She's definitely got some playing time and has done well with those minutes. But her first start. She's been coming off the bench, but she is tied for the lead on the team in goals with 3, tying Maddie McGuire. So she definitely deserves and has played herself right into that starting position. Also a big blow for the Ospreys, sophomore Alexandra Palumbo, out for today's contest. Stockton in the black unis, Moravian in the white. Green sends it in, and whistle blows. I believe they're going to say it was kicked, and it's going to the Greyhounds. It's going to be Seagrave to start with it. Little back and forth. McGuire hits the deck. It's staying with the Greyhounds, excuse me. Now it's sent over. Good pass. And unfortunately unable to keep it in was Kehoe. Nice stick work by Maddie Call. She gets a whistle blown in her direction. It's going to stay here. Wells trying to make something happen. Now sends it back out. Nice interception by McGuire on the far side. Gets poked out. It's going to stay with the Ospreys as they look to clear it up the field. It's going to be Isabella Sarasso, senior, to start with it. And good work by Callie Green on the near side. Stifling defense against Maddie Call. Now Elisa Keeney to start with it for the Greyhounds. Now it's sent up to Fiorito. Sent inside, good pass, barely unable to handle it. That's Wells going the other way. Few early substitutions for Moravian. Becca Kehoe coming out, and it's going to be Brooke Sodal to come in. Also, Maria Tice going to check in momentarily for, that is number 2, Sarah Bieka. Just about 5 minutes passed in this one. Moravian already looking to their bench. Might be how they play it. Keep fresh legs on the field. Bill Grammy trying to get past her defender, able to. Now Green sends it up. Great pass towing the sideline to Fiorito. Now inside for Bailey. She's able to handle this one. She has Frere, it looked like, on the backside. Now Bailey in the middle takes a shot. And able to send it out was Jenna Seagrave. Good work by her defensively. Pass intercepted by the Greyhounds. Sodal on the defense. And a nice send down. Sarasso has trouble with it, and chasing her is Sydney Anderson. Good work by Anderson to get it. And whistle blown, it's going to the Ospreys' way. As you saw there, number 4, Sydney Anderson, for the Greyhounds, leads them in goals with 5 goals and 1 assist. Just to put it in perspective, the next highest goal scorer for their team has 1. So she's been blown out of the water and playing very well for the Greyhounds. Ospreys obviously have to lock her down if they want a shot at winning this today. Great pass inside. Just gets through, and it's sent out. So it's going to be Maddie Call, the senior, to start with it. Or excuse me, Elise Keeney. Keeney sends it back again. The Ospreys are pushing up the field, getting a little more aggressive in their approach. Now it's sent all the way up. Frere has it on the far side. Tries to send it in. It gets deflected, and it's going back to Moravian.
Moravian 2 for 5. Go, Betty, go! You have time, you have time! Good job!
Hard fall from Autumn Hunter. Gladly she's all right. Able to pop up, and Moravian starts with it again. Good work by Bill Grammy. Now taken away. It's going to be a kick against Maddie Call. Bill Grammy is going to start with it for Stockton. We're going to see another substitution from Moravian. Sydney Anderson coming out. In for her, I believe it was number 24, Hannah Lido. Good work by Hunter. Now Bailey sends it down, and might be a little too far for Fiorito, and it is. It's going to go back to Moravian.
Moravian 21 for 14.
Savannah Sutter coming in now for Moravian. Out is Maria Tice. Now Moravian's got some momentum with it on the far side.
Stockton 7 for 10. Stockton 23 for 12.
Pass backside. Goalie falls. No one there. I believe that's going to go to Stockton. So we had a few substitutions right there. Allison Droney comes in for the Ospreys, as well as Jamie Lynn Hawkins. And also, I believe Dakota Ludman checked back in as well. Great pass inside. Nice little touch pass. But nice defense by Stockton. Hunter trying to dangle her way up the sideline, able to get rid of it to Hawkins. And good defense by the Greyhounds, giving the Ospreys absolutely nothing to work with. That was number 21, Savannah Sutter, sophomore out of Boonton Township, New Jersey.
Moravian 5 for 11.
Emily Wells coming back in for Moravian. Mackenzie Jacobson's going to sit for a little bit. And we also have two more Moravian substitutes waiting at the box currently. But Moravian doing a nice job of controlling the ball here. And now it's sent down for Sutter. She's able to keep it in play. And Ludman with some nice defense. No reset from up top. Keeney with some great stick work there after originally not hitting the ball as cleanly as she'd have liked. Able to keep possession for her Greyhounds. Also, the Ospreys are playing good defense, just staying right in front of their man. Not forcing it, not lunging. Playing good position defense. Great play by McKenna Lehenif, but the dangling work by Hanalito showed on full display there.
Moravian 14 for 8.
So Maria Tice took a quick break. She's back in. Jamie Lynn Hawkins down the near side. Up top to Frere, trying to send it backside. McGuire, the only Osprey that was there, but it's intercepted. Whistle blows. It's going to go to Moravian. Just under 1:30 to go now in the first quarter. Still tied at 0. Sent down to McGuire in the corner. Nice defense by the Greyhounds. Now they'll try to get it up the field. Quick work. Now here's Anderson. Mentioned her before. Leading goal scorer. Sends it up to Lido. Sent in the middle, but Hunter was right there for it. Now under 50 seconds to go in the quarter. There's a stoppage of play. Unfortunately, that does not stop the clock in field hockey. Frere wide open in the middle. Sends another one. Great pass. Mackenzie on the far side. Under 25 to go now. It's going to stay with the Ospreys. They got to move quick. Approaching 15 now. And little last-ditch effort with 5 seconds to go here from Moravian. And good defense by Bill Grammy, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter in Galloway, New Jersey. Score knotted up at 0. Please stay with us for the second. We will be right back. Hello and welcome back for the second quarter of action here at Stockton's home turf field. After the first quarter, it's still tied at 0 here. Not a whole lot of offense going either way. Just a credit to this defense from both sides. And we're underway to start the second. It's going to stay here. Matty Call to start with it. Whistle blows, it's going back to the Greyhounds. Moravian was doing a good job of working the ball up the field nice and steadily, but Ospreys had something to say about that, and now Bailey's going. That one intended for McGuire, picked off. Call runs right past Green. She's still moving, still got it. Now probably looking to send it down. Oh, great play to get past Green again. Hit off Bill Grammy. It's going to stay here. Good work by Matty Call for Moravian. Callie Green gets her right back and slings an absolute dime to Fiorito. Unfortunately, it was picked off. That pass couldn't have been more on the money if she tried. Good work again by the Greyhound defense, not letting Stockton get anything started. And as I say that, they turn it over in their own end. Promise I did not mean to jinx that. Bill Grammy starts with it. Looked like she had a lane, passes it down to Green, however. And it's sent right back out by number 10, Jenna Seagrave. She's played well defensively tonight. I believe that's Mackenzie working against Seagrave, and we're going to get a penalty corner for the first time tonight. And Stockton gets the first one. See what they draw up here. It's going to be Jenna Fiorito to insert. Making sure the Greyhounds have the masks on. They get in net, and we are set to go. Sent up to Bill Grammy. Sent over to Bailey, and it's picked off. That's usually a spot where you see Bill Grammy hit Palumbo. Unfortunately, she's not out there tonight. And Stockton starts with it again on their far side with Rianne Frere. Solid defenseman for the Ospreys. She's trying to work up the far side, unable to get the call to go her way.
I'll get you next time. 3 for 9. Moravian. If I don't, I'll get 14 for 2 Marines.
Soldels coming back in, along with Tice for Moravian. So we saw the early substitutions in the first quarter. We see them here again. I don't mind the strategy. Head coach for Moravian, Sarah Dalrymple, in her third year, has a record of 14-3 in her time here before the season, of course. So she's done very well with this program. A lot of respect to her and her squad. We're going to see a few substitutions for the Ospreys now. McGuire comes out. In place of her is going to be Jamie Lynn Hawkins. We also see Dakota Ludman getting ready to check back in. And also Kelly Mollahan also checking in for the Ospreys. Good work by Bill Grammy to get past the double team. Whistle blows, and it's going the Osprey way. Good work by Amir Bill Grammy. Sent up and almost hit number 5, Emily Wells. So now we'll see Ludman come in place of Callie Green. So the Ospreys going back on offense temporarily. Wells still working, sends it across. I believe that's Maria Tice on the far side. Whistle blows, it's going back to the Ospreys. Under 9 minutes to go now in the first half. We're going to see another substitution for Moravian. Sarah Bietka coming back in for the Greyhounds. And Emily Wells checks out. We're going to see Becca Kehoe come in for Moravian. Just as Fiorito has it in the middle of the field. Good work by Keeney defensively. Jar that loose, but staying here with the Ospreys. Frere inside. Gets sent out. If Rianne Frere could have gotten past that last defender, she could have had a good chance at scoring that one, or at least getting a shot off, which we have not seen a whole lot from Stockton or Moravian here tonight so far. And we've only seen one penalty corner awarded to the Ospreys. Ludman sends it in. Oh, Fiorito was there backside. Good work by this defense again. Whistle blows going back to Moravian. And we're going to see another substitution. It's going to be number 4 to come back in. The leading goal scorer, Sydney Anderson. Sophomore out of St. James, New York. Frere's got it. They got numbers, sends it across, and that one gets through the defense. Goes out. Moravian to start with it in their own end. It's going to be Jenna Seagrave with a host of Ospreys surrounding her. Wells comes back in after a short break. Jacobson takes a seat. Sent up. Lito sends it down. Now towing the out of bounds line was Anderson. Didn't hear a whistle, but I think they're going to give him the call anyway. It's going to be Wells to start with it for Moravian up top. And good work by Autumn Hunter to send that one out temporarily. And they're going to reset. Maria Tice on the far side to start with it. Pass gets away. Now Tice sends it down. Good play on the ball. I believe this is Sydney Anderson. It is. She sends it in the middle. And whistle blows. It's going to be a corner, a penalty corner, excuse me. Good work by Maddie Call and Sydney Anderson inside. Some relentless work. Emily Wells, senior out of Whitehall, Pennsylvania, to take the insert, or to insert, I should say. Sends it up top for Tice. Over, takes a shot. It's blocked in front and sent out. I believe that was Maddie Call on the shot. Now that Osprey's looking to work something up the field. Sends it across for Fiorito. It gets past her, and I don't think she'll be able to get there. It's going out. We got some substitutions for both sides now. For the Ospreys, it was Mackenzie and Cameron Borden. And I believe we also saw Sodal come back in for Moravian. And we are also going to see Savannah Sutter also check back in for Moravian. A little under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Still tied at 0-0. Keeney able to get it past 2 defenders. Now able to send it up again. Bill Grammy closing quick. It's sent in by Jacobson. Ospreys have had a tough time of stringing together a few passes here tonight. Either leading them or a little behind them, or even if it's on, they haven't done a great job of controlling it. But also credit to the Moravian defense for not letting them get anything started, really. Gia Ambrosino checking in for the Greyhounds for the first time tonight. She's the freshman out of Easton, Pennsylvania. Getting some time late in the first half as we approach 2 minutes to play now. Whistle blows, it'll stay with the Ospreys. It's going to be Borden to start with it. She sends it up high. A little too high there. Whistle will blow. Approaching 1:30 to go now. If either squad wants a sustained possession, they're going to have to do it quickly. Other than that, it's probably going to be a scrappy goal before half if we see one. Jacobson's attempt was intercepted by Ludman. Now Frere's got it. Sent for Fiorito on the near side. She sends it in the middle. Hawkins is there. But so was Bietka. Under a minute to go now. Pass inside. Oh, Bailey had a chance if she was able to get past the last defender. Good work by the Greyhounds. Hunter trying to keep it on her half of the field. Wells doing a great job of not letting her, however. And now Moravian's got a little run out. Lehenef with some good defense. Under 30 to go now. She's got to get it up. And I believe they're going to say, yep, that was off of Moravian. It's going to stay with the Ospreys. Lehenef trying to figure out where to go with it. It's a nice send-up, but it's knocked right down by Jacobson. Under 10 to go now. Jacobson on the near side has got to do something with it. And once again, Stockton defense prevails. And at the end of the first half, score still tied at 0-0. Please stay with us after this short 10-minute or so break, and we will be back to the action after. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back inside the second half of this matchup between the Stockton Ospreys and the Moravian Greyhounds. Through the first half, we saw no goals scored, only one shot apiece from each team, and both shots were blocked in front. So neither goal has a save either. And each team also got a penalty corner in that first half. Nothing came of it, of course, because it's still tied at 0. So we're going to start the second half here, and Stockton's going to have it as they send it in. The Ospreys were getting fired up on their sideline at the end of the right before second half started. We'll see if that translates onto the field. All the Stockton fans watching here and at home, I'm sure, hope that becomes true. Kenzie with a nice interception. McGuire trying to get down the near side. Had a little resistance at first, but she's able to power through, and it's intercepted. Good work again by Hannah McKenzie. Light tap in. Bailey trying to make a play on it. Good work by the defender, Anna Lee Long. Isabella Sarasso to start with it. Frere sends it in, and it's sent right back out by Seagrave. Good work by Sarasso. Trying to keep it in. Unfortunately, I don't think she did. It's going to be Mackenzie Jacobson to start. Oh, excuse me. It's going to be Anna Lee Long to start with it. Greyhounds trying to reverse field now. Nice work to get up the far side. Lahenif on the defense. It's diving save by Mitchell. Second opportunity in front, and whistle blows. Not sure what exactly was going on in that big scrum. All I saw was big number 88 diving all around the field. Good work by Kylie Mitchell. Keeping this game knotted at 0. This is Wells trying to get in the teeth of that defense. Ospreys with a nice perimeter. The whistle blows, and it's not going to be a penalty corner, but they're going to start with it up top right outside the arc. Kirsten Bailey on the interception. She's getting closed in on by a host of Greyhounds. Good work by her to send it across, but McGuire couldn't get a stick on it. Now it's sent up on the far side. Takes a shot. Kick save by Kylie Mitchell. Unable to see the number on the back of the jersey. That was number 9. That was number 9, Becca Kehoe. With some persistence on that, moved to the goal, and she's rewarded with a penalty corner. It's going to be Emily Wells, senior out of Whitehall, Pennsylvania, to insert. Sends it up to Seagrave. Now Call sends it down. Right back to Wells. Great save by Kylie Mitchell. Bietka inside trying to make something happen. Call with her hands free. And some of these Moravian fans started cheering a little too early. That one got sent a little wide. Good defensive stand by these Ospreys. Now they got a counterattack with some sort of offense here. That whistle will help them. Hawkins trying to clear it up.
I'm sorry, Nicole, who's that? So, who for 12?
Now it's McGuire on the near side. She unable to get too much on that hit. Sends it back in for Hawkins. Hawkins doing some good work. However, it's going back to the Greyhounds.
Thank you. From Moravian, correct?
Yes. Now Moravian, 14 for 8.
On a lead long. Just start with it. Tice comes back in for Moravian. We're also going to see for Stockton, Dakota Ludman come back in. Sydney Anderson on the near side. Trying to maneuver her way past McKenna Lehenif. It's going to stay here. Jacobson to start with it. Now Wells sends it in. That's had some heat on it. Kicked out by Kylie Mitchell. Now Long starts with it up top. Jacobson trying to make some magic happen. Good stop there. That was Isabella Sarasso. But we're going to get another penalty corner, so the third one of the night for the Greyhounds. See what comes of this one. It's going to be Emily Wells again to insert. They got a pretty good chance on their last penalty corner, looking for the same type of opportunity here. Just under 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sent up to Seagrave. And that one's chopped a little high, and that'll be out of bounds. It's going to the Ospreys.
Moravian, 3 for 9.
We're going to see Brooke Sodal come back in for Moravian. As for Stockton, it's going to be Allison Droney coming in for McGuire. Now Seagrave trying to get in the middle. Hands-free shot. Ooh. Bietka, another chance for her squad to go up 1-0. And it's shot a little wide. Great opportunities to start this half for Moravian. Really putting the pedal to the metal and pressuring these Stockton Ospreys, who have had no sort of answer with it. I don't think they've had possession over the midfield line, maybe once. But they really got to get things turned around. Toe in the back line. Can't see a whole lot going on back there. It looks like it's out of bounds, and it's going back to the Ospreys. There's a little tie-up for a moment. But now Stockton really has to get this ball up the field, as they are denied with a jumping Brooke Sodal in the way of Bill Grammy's pass. And now, off the restart, Stockton gets it, sends it up, and Allison Droney now going to do something with it. Now Ludman sends it down to Hawkins. Inside, and nice play by Wells. Frere takes a chop at it, and nothing goes. Second opportunity, inside front, score by Stockton. I believe that might have been number 7, Jamie Lynn Hawkins. Hawkins getting all the applause. I got to assume it was her. Jamie Lynn Hawkins, the sophomore out of Little Egg Harbor, New Jersey, gets the first goal of the evening here And her second goal of the season. Brooke Wilkinson hadn't seen many shots before then. And that one kind of just trickled to the back.
Stockton goal number 7, Jamie Lynn Hawkins.
Coming off the bench tonight was Hawkins. We've seen her start most of the games. And off the bench with some great results. As Stockton goes up 1-0, just as I was speaking about how they hadn't had many opportunities and they needed a big one. They got it right there from Jamie Lynn Hawkins. .6:30 to go now in the third quarter.
Moravian, 11 for 2. 2 for 11.
Bietka checks back in for Moravian. That's Bietka trying to make something happen. Good defense by Sarasso. She hits the ground. It's going to stay here, however, with the Greyhounds. Sutter's going to come back in. Tice to sit. And a penalty corner to ensue for the Moravian Greyhounds. Stockton needs a big stop here. As for Moravian, they need to make something happen and tie this one quick because there's a lot of momentum going in Stockton's favor right now. Emily Wells once again to insert. 5:32 to go in the third quarter. And this Osprey crowd getting loud in favor of their girls. I'm sure a few Moravian fans mixed in. Gets it back to Wells. Trying to make something happen. Good defense there by Autumn Hunter. Trying to send it up a little more. Intercepted, however. Now Maddie Call's got it. Whistle blows. It's going back to the Ospreys. Good defense by Lahenif. And a powerful swing down the field. And that one will go out. Seagraves on the stop right there. She'll allow her defense to reset. Wells with some good defensive work. Taking that right out of Hunter's stick.
Moravian, 11 for 21.
Jacobson checks back in. Sutter takes a seat. Quick shift for her. Sends it down to Lito in the corner. Trying to get past Bill Grammy. I believe that was Hawkins as well in the corner. Now it's sent in. And now this is Allison Droney with a little room to work with.
9 for 24.
Stopped quickly.
15 for 3.
McGuire's going to check back in. And as for Moravian, it's going to be Becca Kehoe. So one substitution for each side there. Good pass in the middle of the Hunter. Broken up by Wells. She's been everywhere today. Having a good night is Emily Wells on the defensive end. Very quick defender and great stick skills for her to work with. Now Sydney Anderson. Call sends it in the middle for Bietka. A little standstill with Ludman, and it's going to the Ospreys. So it looks like that Moravian bench getting a little restless there. Seeing all these chances and nothing coming of it. Hawkins is out in front, but that's going out of bounds. Seagrave's also there for Moravian.
4 for 4, and Moravian 25 for 3.
Gia Ambrosino coming back in. Long sends it up for Call. It's Kirsten Bailey on the run out now. Sent in. Good play by Bietka for the Greyhounds. Now that's sent out. And I believe that hit off Ludman's stick, so it's staying with the Greyhounds. Just about a minute to go here in the third quarter. Stockton grabbed a 1-0 lead. It's Keeney on the far side to start with it. Sends it back to Seagrave. Pass in the middle, sent right to McGuire. Now she's trying to do something for the Ospreys at the end of this quarter. Sends it up. It gets through. Seagrave's there. Just about 20 seconds to play now. Allison Droney with some good work on the ball. Sends it out. Mackenzie's got it. Now Allison Droney. Good defensive work by Emily Wells. I just talked about how good of a night she's had. Now under 10 to go, just about 5 to play. Sent up. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter here at Stockton University. Score 1-0 after the goal by Jamie Lynn Hawkins, a sophomore out of Little Egg Harbor, New Jersey. And we will be right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Please stay with us. Hello, welcome back to the fourth and final quarter. Here in Galloway, New Jersey on a chilly night. Very hot today. It cooled off just as that sun went down. We're back in play here. Stockton with a 1-0 lead after the goal by Jamie Lynn Hawkins. And the assist we have now found out was Miana Alessandroni. So good work by Alessandroni to get that inside to Hawkins on that play. And after it was pretty much a stalemate through the first half, Ospreys were able to pull away with a 1-0 lead there. However, in the third quarter, I have to say Moravian had a multitude of offensive opportunities in front of the goal, and it was Kylie Mitchell and the Stockton defense standing tall. So we'll see what comes of the fourth quarter here. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Ospreys on a 3-game win streak, trying to make it 4. As for Moravian, they're on a 2-game losing streak, trying to end that streak. We will see a penalty corner coming up. Emily Wells will insert. What we've seen tonight is Wells sends it up to Seagrave, then gets it over to Call, and then right back down to Wells. We'll see what happens here. Gets sent up to Seagrave, over to Call. Call with the shot, and that one just goes wide, able to get through the defense. Kylie Mitchell and the Ospreys very lucky with that opportunity. But that didn't go and hit some of that wood in the back of the net. Nice interception on the far side. Sent in the middle for Anderson, and maybe a little too aggressive was Autumn Hunter on that one. And it's going to be a penalty corner for Moravian once again. Pivotal penalty corner in this game. And Emily Wells again going to insert. Call takes a shot. Inside, in front. Great stop by the Ospreys. I'm not sure who that was in front. That is possibly a game-saving stop as Hunter's got it now and sends it out. What a great play, and an applaud is deserved for that defensive stand. Great work. I'm not sure who got the stick down in front, but that ball was sitting right on the goal line. And it was Wells on the backside trying to make a play on it. Overall, great work by this Osprey team.
Yeah, it was off the corner, and there was a scrum right by the left post. 5 took the shot. There was a defensive save because Mitchell was out. So I don't know who got it. I think it might have been Sarasa.
Bill Grammy took a little bit of a shot to the mouth, it looked like. Right there from Becca Kehoe. And she's going to be subbed out. Coming in is Cameron Borden. Got some time in the first half. Seeing her again for the injured Bill Grammy. Hopefully she's all right and able to come back in. She is quite an aggressive defender that the Ospreys would like to have on the field if possible. Interception. Emily Wells, who else? Jacobson unable to get much on that pass. Anderson. Now trying to get Good work by Autumn Hunter, having none of it. trying to send it right back to Jacobson. And once again, a nice defensive stand by the Ospreys as McGuire tries to get it up. Coming up on 11 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. The intensity is picking up with every shot that is taken. Allison Droney comes back in for Kirsten Bailey, and Fiorito coming back in for Jamie Lynn Hawkins for the Ospreys. Whistle blows, it's going to the Ospreys. Lito with some nice stick work, but gets intercepted by Borden.
Okay, thanks.
Stockton 4 for 17 and Moravian 14 for 8.
Sigh of relief for the Stockton fans. They're able to see Amir Bilgrami trot back onto the field. Seems to be all right. It'll be Bill Grammy to start with it right on the Moravian sideline. Sends it in, and I think it went a little too high. It's going back to the Greyhounds. Now it's sent in. Nice pass by Ludman. Seagrave right there for the Greyhounds. A little too aggressive from Ludman right there. Anderson with some tough work defensively, trying to get it back for her team. Wells sends it across for Keeney. Keeney unable to get there in time. It's going to be Bill Grammy to start with it on the far side. Under 9 minutes to play. Whistle blows. There's going to be a card assessed, I believe.
Moravian 8 for 11.
I believe that's a green card on the far side, but I'm really unable to see the coloring. Hey, hopefully we'll be able to get a word on that.
Green card, but I don't know who was on.
So it's a green card that was assessed. I think they're still trying to figure out maybe who will be sitting in the box.
Gotcha.
And the officials will come together to discuss things.
Moravian team's saying 2, but I don't know if it's on us or them.
Well, if it's 2, it's got to be Moravian because our number 2 is out for the night.
$8:10 to go in the final quarter. I think they have a decision.
Got that.
And it's going to be number 9, it looks like.
8 or 9?
That's Becca Kehoe, who's going to sit for 2 minutes.
You did say number 9, right?
Yep, number 9.
Bell Grammy, nice work on the far side. Kirsten Bailey checking back in for the Ospreys. In for Allison Droney. It gets sent in. Fiorito's got it. She sends it in. And Seagrave playing well tonight on the inside for that defense. She's going to start with it in her own end. Call sends it up. They're going to say it was hit off Moravian. I believe that was Lito, the only Moravian player it could have possibly hit off of. Oh, looked like that Bill Grammy pass hit Lito right in the face or in and around there. She didn't have any sort of reaction to it, so I think she's probably fine. Penalty has been released for Moravian. So Kehoe coming back in after sitting for 2 minutes. Under 6 minutes to play. That one going back to the Greyhounds. Now inside. And Bietka, I believe that was, on the shot. Very hard shot. Great save there by Kylie Mitchell. Kylie Mitchell, the junior out of Chemung, New Jersey, playing very well tonight. Mainly in the second half, because in the first half she didn't see many shots. And that's a glove save, but that's also going to be a penalty corner for the Greyhounds. 5:01 to go in the fourth now. And once again, they could really use a good opportunity. Tie this one up. Emily Wells, the lone Greyhound on the end line, ready to insert. Sends it up to Seagrave. Now over to Call. Call takes a whack at it, and it goes in. That was number 2 on the backside. Sarah Bietka, the junior out of Long Valley, New Jersey, who was able to clean up the trash in the middle and make it a 1-1 game. Maddie Call with the assist. And a great play to tie this one up late off the penalty corner. Bietka coming in clutch for the Greyhounds as it gets sent in deep. Now McGuire's got it. She sends it in, and there's no one there. McKenzie now sends it in, and they're going to say it was kicked.
Breaking goal number 2, Sarah Bietka. Assist number 8, Maddie Call. Nice assist, Maddie.
So we might be eyeing up some overtime. Sydney Anderson checking back in for Moravian. Sent in by McKenzie. He's going to stay here with the Ospreys. We're also going to see Sodal come off for Moravian. And for her is Becca Kehoe. Frere sends it in, and that'll go out of bounds. It's going to be Annalie Long to start with it. She didn't get much on that one. McKenzie with the interception. Good work by Long to get it right back. Lehenif trying to get the touch pass to McGuire on the near side, unable to connect. Goes out of bounds, and Long's going to start with it. Oh, it was a deflection, and I thought McGuire was going off to the races with one man to beat. Unfortunately, whistle blew, and they're going to say she kicked it. Approaching 2 minutes to play now in the fourth quarter. Taken back by Wells. Now over for Jacobson. Sent down. Lito now sends it in. Good play by Lehenif. Sends it right out. Now the Ospreys trying to get up the field. McGuire with some nice work on the near side. Getting it past Long. Wells was not fooled. Goes out of bounds, however. It's going to stay with the Ospreys. Now the intensity really raising here with a minute to go now. Now under 50 seconds. Ospreys desperately trying to keep it in their offensive end to create some sort of chance before this clock hits 0. Hunter in some trouble, sends it back out. Just about 30 seconds to play now. Ludman sends it in. Fiorito's there. Sends it up for Bailey. Gets through, but Long right there with it. 20 seconds to play now. Long sends it up. There's Anderson, but the whistle blows. 10 seconds to go. Mirabelle Grammy, sends it in. And the whistle blows, and that is the end of 4 quarters of play here in Galloway, New Jersey. Please stay with us for what will be quite an exciting overtime period. Thank you.
Jump back in. I don't know.
Hello, everyone, and welcome for the beginning of this overtime period at Stockton University between the Moravian University Greyhounds and the Stockton University Ospreys. We've seen 2 goals in this contest so far. One scored by Jamie Lynn Hawkins for the Ospreys, the other scored by Sarah Bietka for the Greyhounds. Overtime rules in Division III collegiate play is 7-on-7, 2 10-minute quarters. And if no goal scorer, it's sudden death, by the way, excuse me. And if no goal scorer is determined, then there will be a shootout. Men's hockey style shootout. Hawkins got it now. Getting deep into that defensive zone. Good thing about the overtime being 7-on-7, there's a whole lot more green to work with. So you're not as clustered while trying to get to the goal. Race for it is won by Lito, with Lehenif tightly guarding her. Bill Grammy and Wells both fighting for the ball. Bill Grammy wins that race. She's got Wells right on her back. She's getting cheered on by these Stockton fans, and she's still going. And finally, I think she just ran out of gas at the end. Quite an individual effort by Amira Bill Grammy. And now the field's changed. It's Leto. Sent in the middle for Wells. And we have our first substitution. Moravian has Sydney Anderson check in. And because of the fact that there's 3 less players for each side on the field, there's a lot more running for each player. You might see a lot of fatigue setting in late. Anderson trying to make a play, and that one goes out. We see Dakota Ludman getting ready to check in for the Ospreys. Bill Grammy trying to get up the field, intercepted by Anderson. Now Wells. Whistle blows. Going back to the Ospreys. It was a good idea by Hunter, but Seagrave sniffed that one out. Now she gets it in front. 1 man to beat. Goalie takes a dive, misses. Takes a shot, and oh! That just misses. And what a chance for Jenna Seagrave, the junior out of Ledgewood, New Jersey. Trying to lift that into the upper right corner of that goal. And that would have been a great and outstanding play to end this game. But just goes wide. And we've seen that happen with a lot of opportunities that the Greyhounds have had today. They just have had a hard time getting the shot on goal, but definitely with a lot of power on their shots. So Bill Grammy came out and Ludman came in. And now Wells is going to come out. And in for Wells is Bietka, the lone goal scorer for the Greyhounds, as she's on the move now on the far side. Approaching 6 minutes to play in the first overtime period. There are 2, but it is sudden death. First goal wins it. Anderson gets it inside. Nice defensive work by Ludman to tie her up in there. And it gets poked out. Nice work by Lito. And Hawkins, a little too aggressive. Hawkins a little too aggressive on that defensive play against Lito. It's going to result in a penalty corner. So this is what's tricky about overtime. It's going to be a quick 4-on-3, excuse me. And it's going to be number 11, Mackenzie Jacobson, to take the insert, or to insert for the Greyhounds, being that Emily Wells is currently on the bench. It's sent up, and that shot didn't really get a whole lot of that. Vietka trying to keep it in possession of the Greyhounds. Goes up, and whistle blows. It's going back to the Ospreys. 5:25 to go. Whistle blows. It's going to stay with the Ospreys. And they're going to slow things down and look to set up an offensive set here.
Moravian 5 for 11. Stockton.
Wells comes back in. McGuire checks in for the Ospreys. In for Lehenif.
Moravian 9 for 24. 8 for 4.
So now Bailey had it deep in the territory of the Greyhounds. There are a few substitutions going on. It was Kehoe coming in as well as Call for the Greyhounds. Now we're going to see a penalty corner for the Ospreys. It's going to be Hawkins to insert. She has plenty of experience. And they got Hunter, McGuire, and I believe that's Fiorito, or excuse me, that's Bailey. All four of the Ospreys up in front, looking to get something, get in the back of the cage, and Bailey's shot just wide. Bill Grammy coming back in for McGuire. Quick shift for McGuire. Now it's sent down for Kehoe. Frere with some nice defense, just staying right in front of her man. Kehoe sends it in the middle. And good work by Dakota Ludman. Ludman, the sophomore at a Cape May courthouse, New Jersey. He's played very well off the bench here today. It's going to be Vietka to start with it for the Greyhounds. And here's Wells. I've talked about her all night. She's played very well, very aggressive defense, and has been everywhere, disrupting the Ospreys tonight. That call goes against Maddie Call. And it's going back to the Ospreys. Bailey with some wheels down the far side, but just broken up by the defense. Now Anderson comes back in. And Vietka has Anderson on the backside if she wants her. Takes the chop and a great save. I believe Kylie Mitchell might have gotten a piece of that. But that was a missile on the ground from Vietka. Intercepted by Wells. Now sends it in. Maddie Call has it now. She takes a chop inside, and that's going out of bounds. Ospreys will reset from their own end. Approaching 2 minutes to go now in the first period of overtime. Bailey with a nice play inside to Autumn Hunter, who gets pushed from behind. And that's definitely not warranting a card of any sort, but the Ospreys will get it up top. Hunter able to almost get past first defender. It's going to stay here, however. It's going to be Rianne Frere to start with it for the Ospreys. Nice stick work in the middle. Gets past another defender, gets it inside, and they're going to say that's on Frere. Osprey fans obviously don't like that call, but she did take down, I believe that was Jenna Seagrave, the defender for the Greyhounds, who has an assist off the Bietka goal. And now this is Anderson working down deep, kicked out by Kylie Mitchell before anything too threatening was occurring. And it's going to be Osprey starting in their own half again. Under a minute to go, about 40 seconds to play in this first overtime period. And as I mentioned, if it gets past the second one, there's going to be a shootout, much like you see in ice hockey. "20 seconds to go now. Maddie Call on the near side with it, defended by Ludman. Great work by Ludman. Should be the Ospreys' ball, and it will be. 10 seconds to go now, and this is more than likely going to lead us into the second overtime period here at Stockton University. Score tied at 1-1. Only goal scorers so far, Sarah Bietka for Moravian, and for the Ospreys, it was Jamie Lynn Hawkins. Please stay with us for yet again another overtime period, and we will be right back. Hello and welcome back, everyone. Eric Brett's on the call here for the second overtime period of this field hockey contest between the Stockton Ospreys and the Moravian Greyhounds. To this point, Stockton's being outshot 12-3. Moravian's got 8 corners to their name, Stockton only 2. And McGuire getting in deep, but the whistle blows. She does not like that call one bit. As for saves, Mitchell for the Ospreys has 2 saves. And for Brooke Wilkinson, who we haven't talked much about, the senior out of Dornsif, Pennsylvania, she has no saves on the book currently. Not many she's seen, but even the ones she's seen have either been wide or in the back of the goal. So we saw the attack from Madison McGuire at the beginning of this period, and now Moravian has it on there, and this is Emily Wells.
If you get a chance, you can make it the 6th period. That's not that big a deal, but...
Inside, Ludman with the interception. Now it's going to be a foot race to the ball. Seagraves and Fiorito. Fiorito kind of slowed up, it looks like. goes out, and Ludman's going to start with it. Pass to Lito, a little too far. Frere able to make a play on it. We're going to see Lahenef come in for Ludman. We're going to see Wilkinson with the kick out there. Sent right back out. Autumn Hunter's there. She has McGuire inside if she sees her. Oh, great kick out once again by Wilkinson. McGuire right on the doorstep. No other sort of defender in the vicinity. Great play by Wilkinson on the doorstep. Bill Grammy with the interception. Whistle blows, it's going back to the Greyhounds. Now Lito. McKenzie gets in place of Bill Grammy as the shot goes wide. And it's going to stay here with the Greyhounds. See another player checking in for both sides. It looks like Bailey coming in for the Ospreys. And I believe that's Kehoe coming in for Moravian. Shot inside. Nice stick save by Rianne Frere. Right in the middle. If she didn't have it, Mitchell would have had it right behind her. Either way, good play by the defense. Fiorito takes a seat. Bailey comes back in. McGuire trying to get it up the side. Able to find Hunter. Whistle blows. There are no timeouts, but a green card will be assessed to, I believe, the sideline, possibly, of Moravian, or maybe one of the coaches. But there are no timeouts in the overtime period, so it's gonna be interesting to see. It was a green card, but no one is sitting for Moravian. I guess that. I'm not too sure what happened there. I thought the Ospreys would be a man up for 2 minutes. I don't believe that's the case. Lito getting deep with it. Getting in again. Pass goes right past Mitchell. Only Greyhound over there was Mackenzie Jacobson, who's trying to toe the back line now. Gets an inside shot. Ball's kicked, still in the middle, kicked out by Kylie Mitchell, and it's going to be a penalty corner for the visiting Moravian Greyhounds. And this could be it right here. Just under 6 minutes to play in the 6th period. Still a minute 23 on the penalty. Once again, not that it really matters because I believe it's still even strength. As Seagrave's shot, she whiffs both times. And the Ospreys are going the other way, but not before it's slowed down by the official on the backside. That could have really been a sequence where the Ospreys took advantage of. Instead, it's sent over on the backside to McGuire. Far side, excuse me. Approaching 5 minutes to play and just about 45 seconds on the penalty. Two substitutions set to come in. Two substitutes set to come in. It's Kehoe, and I believe that's also Bietka, number 2, checking in. Leading goal scorer for the Greyhounds is Anderson, who dumps it in. And now here's the fresh Kehoe. Gets it inside. Anderson able to keep it here. Takes a whack at it. Nothing going for her there. And now McKenzie with a great defensive play. And now here's Kirsten Bailey on the move. She doesn't have a whole lot of help with her, so it might have to be an individual effort if there were to be one. Once again, we've talked about it all night. Emily Wells is everywhere and creating so many problems for this offense of the Ospreys. Bietka still waiting to check in. Now it's sent for Anderson. Lehenif right there. And it's quick restart. Which will be out, and we are under 4 minutes to go now in the second overtime period. So Bietka and Jacobson both checking back in. Bietka gets it in the middle. She's got a little space in front of her, able to hit Maddie Call. Now Call on the move, got a man backside. If she sees her, takes a shot, and that one ricocheted off Frere's stick. It's going to stay here, I believe. Should be staying here. But it would have been really nice to see Call attempt for the cutting Mackenzie Jacobson backside. If she could have led her with that pass, that would have been almost a guaranteed goal with no help from the Ospreys defense backside. Now Bietka trying to get past Bill Grammy and Mackenzie unable to. A little out of reach for Bailey, and it goes right back to Maddie Call. Once again, she's got her backside. She's able to find her, but a little behind. That was the pass I was looking at on the last go-around. Good look, however, from Maddie Call. Those are the chances you have to take. Not a whole lot of opportunities for either side offensively in the overtime period. Approaching 2 minutes to go now. Maddie Call again. Navigating through the defense, and they're going to say it was kicked. It's going back to the Ospreys. It's a 2-on-1 now. It's Hawkins and Hunter. See if Hawkins could get rid of it. Unable to. And a great play defensively, number 17, Annalie Long. Whistle blows. It's going to stay with the Greyhounds. A minute 30 on the clock now. Boy, that last chance from Autumn Hunter and Jamie Lynn Hawkins, a 2-on-1 chance. You don't see that a whole lot in field hockey, and try to cash in those opportunities as many times as possible. A good defense, as I mentioned, by Annalie Long. As these fans here are getting restless, waiting for that sudden victory goal. Under a minute to go now. Bietka sends it inside. Good work by Anderson. And there's going to be a penalty corner with 45 seconds to go. And that's going to get the fans of Moravian on their feet. I believe it's going to be Emily Wells to insert. And this is an absolute monumental opportunity for the Greyhounds here. 45 seconds to go until we hit shootouts here. And this could be very well the last good chance that either side has at scoring in this overtime period. Goes up to Long, I believe it was. Inside. Nice block. And a great play by Mitchell. Frere gets it out. And it's going to the Ospreys. Good defensive stand on that penalty corner. Fiorito in the game now. It seemed to have hit Hannah Lito in the upper body area. We have 10 seconds to go now. Sent over. Now in the middle. Bill Grammy trying to get it out. And there's going to be a penalty corner with 0.7 seconds. 0.7 seconds. And it's pretty much going to only be a one-timer type of goal that we will see at this point. This game has been riveting, to say the least, as the Greyhound huddle looks over to their sideline to get the call from the coach. This could be the game right here, as Emily Wells sets up for the insert. Goes into Seagrave. And the the clock expired well before that shot got off. Not sure where the horn was. But at the end of the overtime period, we were going to see shootouts coming momentarily. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Here we are, set for shootouts here in Galloway, New Jersey. We are going to see each player get 8 seconds per attempt. in a ice hockey style shootout where you go one-on-one with the goalie. And first player to score wins. So we're going to see, I believe it's 5 players from each side that are picked for the shootout. And then it goes on from there. The girls are getting explained to. The process is being explained to, excuse me, by the referees. And first up is going to be number 2, Sarah Bietka. Already has a goal here today. The junior out of Long Valley, New Jersey. Getting set, eyeing down Kylie Mitchell. Eight seconds on the clock. It will start on the, I believe it's the first touch. Or it's the whistle. Bietka now inside. Takes a shot, and that goes wide. There's a good chance. And now this is Miana Alessandroni, number 23 for the Ospreys. The freshman out of Cinnaminson, New Jersey, already has an assist off the Hawkins goal here today. Now gets inside. Takes a shot and goal! Alessandroni on the board first for the Ospreys. And now we will see the leading goal scorer for the Greyhounds, Sydney Anderson, the sophomore out of St. James, New York. She's got 5 goals on the season leading the Greyhounds. And she eyes up Mitchell. And lost a little bit of control, kicked out by Mitchell under a second now. And that is a great stand against the leader of the Greyhounds offense. Kylie Mitchell, pat on the back for yourself there. And now it's Autumn Hunter, the sophomore out of Harleysville, Pennsylvania. Gets inside. A diving attempt by Wilkinson and a miss. And end of an 8-second timer as she whiffed on the first attempt. Stockton still up 1-0 in shootouts. And now it's Emily Wells. We've talked about her all night. She's done a great job on the defensive end. We'll see what kind of offensive skills she's got. Sends it right into Mitchell's pad. Mitchell takes a run at it, sends it out. And the Ospreys, through 3 players, have not let up a single goal. Now we'll see Rianne Frere, senior out of Mays Landing, New Jersey. Gets it, shot and goal, Rianne Frere. What a play by her, her first goal of the season. And Stockton up 2-0 here. If they make a save here, game over. It's going to be a number 14, Maria Tice, Jr. out of Hershey, Pennsylvania. With the weight on her shoulders here. Nice kick save by Mitchell. And that is the game. Kylie Mitchell, the saving grace for the Ospreys, as she faces 4 players in shootouts, doesn't let up a single goal, and the Ospreys win 2-1 in shootouts. What an exhilarating game here. Thank you for all who watched along all night, and for myself and the rest of this outstanding crew here up in the booth. Please have a great rest of your Wednesday night. Thank you.